In 2018, we embarked on the journey of a lifetime, living and traveling full-time in our self-converted van.
We're gonna go for it.
Join us as we continue to explore the beauty around us, one adventure at a time.
Today we are in Arizona, 13 miles outside of Safford, and this is Riverview Campground. It's maintained by the BLM. It is a pay campground. That's something that we don't often do, but this one here is a low cost, and it's in an area that we wanted to check out and explore. As we were driving in, I really wanted to get my drone up in the air to show this area off because it is beautiful, especially the contrast between the river and the desert. So I checked a couple of my drone flying apps and both of them said, yes, you can fly here, you can take off, but it's my responsibility as a Part 107 pilot to make sure that it is okay airspace. So I checked the aeronautical charts. And sure enough, it's marked just like a national park is marked. And you can kind of, it looks similar on the aeronautical chart as this one that's outlined here. You can see the blue. And it goes down here. We're camped somewhere in this area here. And then it goes all the way over here. So this is a national conservation area. And it is, the airspace is considered just like a national park. So I cannot fly here. And we'll give you all the details at the end of the video about what you need to know if you want to come here, because there is something special that you need to know before you drive out here. Somebody was asking me a little while back if I ever get tired of camping all the time. And well, we're on year 6 right now, and I gotta tell you, every time that we get to an area like this, where it's peaceful, it's quiet, there's a lot of area to explore, I just get this big rush of energy. And I get super excited. And it just never seems to stop. So I love this lifestyle. I just can't get enough of it. I think that's what we're going to do here. There is a lot of gravel roads to explore. I think we're gonna take the van out, check some out, look for some trails, get down to the river, and just get a good feel for this entire area.
Bonita Creek Orange Cliffs.
That's what we want. Oh,
Do we want to go down this?
Are we gonna be able to drive back up it? All right, so I'm getting out of the van, checking out how steep this is, because right here it looks like about 15% and it's loose gravel. If it's any steeper than this, there's no way we're gonna make it back up with our front wheel heavy vehicle. I could potentially back up it if I had to. Let me check it out here. So there's, you never can tell with the camera. That's not super horrible. It gets pretty rocky through here, but there's definitely a line around it. Always a good idea to get out and walk. And so this is pretty loose. It's a nail biter, but I think we can do it. Yeah, we might get some wheel spin on the way back. So we're gonna go all the way down this thing and then take that road that goes up the other side.
He's smiling.
Anyway, so we're going for it. It's nasty. There's a lot of sharp rocks. They're loose. It's steep. Don't do what we do.
Watch out for that one there.
All right, we found a place to pull over here. Really pretty down in the creek bed. The road does keep going here, but I don't think we're gonna take it, but we at least have to walk down a little bit to see how close we were to making this happen.
All right, that's it. We're either buying a motorcycle or a little tiny Suzuki Sidekick or something. So we can do these kind of trails.
I know, I feel like we're really missing out by not being able to take this route and explore what's up here. I mean, we can by walking, but I mean, I'm already a little bit nervous about getting out of here. It's gonna be a challenge for the van to do it. All right, I finally found a warning sign. You can almost see it in here. It says primitive road, caution, use at your own risk, not maintained regularly.
Well, those signs don't usually scare us, but.
Yeah, and then the road up here actually looks better than the one that we came down. But I just want to get back up that hill.
Yeah, you can't really enjoy yourself wondering if you're gonna make it up the hill.
Yeah, get that done with. Carrie brought up a good point. She says we could air down the tires and protect them against the sharp rocks on the way up, because the rocks were super sharp. And that would be a good idea, except for I think we need every bit of clearance we have to make it up out of here. Some of those rocks were big. So we're gonna have to risk it, go slow. All right, Carrie's up ahead. She's keeping an eye out for other vehicles coming down. If I said I wasn't concerned about this, I'd be lying, because I'm very concerned. It's steep, loose gravel. I have to have enough speed to get the momentum to make it up the hill. And at the same time, if I have too much, then the rocks are sharp and I'm gonna get a flat tire. So we'll see how this goes.
And he did it! He did it! He is amazing! And he's not gonna stop for me, he's gonna keep going. Uh-oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh no.
Looks like we're making it. Carrie's gonna have to catch up to me. I don't want to stop on the hill.
That is steep to walk up.
Yeah. How happy are you that we made it up out of there?
I am very happy.
We were struggling.
I don't care what anybody says. With the right driver, ProMasters are amazing.
It is amazing to make that up. We were spinning pretty good, and yet it still did its thing.
Okay, no more.
But we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna push our limit that far anymore.
No, we can't. Stormtrooper is a little
getting older. It's got some transmission things going on.
Yeah, don't do what we do. Don't do what we do.
It's time to baby it a little bit.
So
we got one little part here left to go, but I think it's gonna be okay. Are you filming me?
Yep. What's for dinner tonight?
Making BLTs.
I'm liking this live-in chef.
Not cooking?
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, you deserve it. You did it for 30 years. Forgot to wear my apron.
You did.
BLT. Extra bacon.
Yum. That looks delicious. Thank you.
You bet.
And I are out for our morning walk. There's lots to do and see around this little campground. It's pretty nice.
Carrie found this little trail leading away from camp, and it looks like it might go to the wildlife observing area. And if you're to drive, it looks like it's like 2 miles. But this looks like a shortcut. We're gonna follow it, see if it goes where we think it goes, and hopefully check out that wildlife area. Looks like that might go down to the river. And then this one leading up.
There's another campground at the top called Owl Creek Campground. It's 23 miles if you were to float the river. And they said when the river's low like this, you'll want to do it in an inflatable kayak. I would love to do that. They said when it's low, it takes about 2 days and you can camp somewhere along the river on the sandy beach. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be awesome. And there just wouldn't be very many people around here. Get to go through these canyons that most people don't get to see. Oh yeah, I thought it was going down too. The roundabout way.
Ah, somebody's been eating cactus.
Yeah, don't let Rudel step on that. Yep, big old bites out of it. I wonder if it's a deer.
Cow?
Could be a cow, but the teeth prints looked a lot smaller, didn't you think?
Javelina?
Could be javelina. I don't know if they eat prickly pear or not. I've seen cows eat them.
This one too.
They're just munching on them as they go on the trail, probably. It could be cow, I don't know. But look at this bite. There's no way that that's a cow bite. It's too narrow. I'd say more like deer. So the trail crosses the road right here and keeps going, but I think we're just gonna follow the road down and check out the wildlife viewing area. All right, so we've got two different trails to take. This one goes up Bonita Creek and the other one's Gila River. And it kind of shows it right here on the map. We're camped right here. This one's going up Bonita, and we're gonna go up to this viewpoint and then probably down to the river down here to see the Gila. This is pretty cool. I feel like we're so remote. There's just nobody around, no cars. We've got this whole place to ourselves. I'm gonna have to come back and read through all these. Mountain lion. Oh, look at that ringtail rat or mouse.
Miner's cat.
Oh, a beaver. Look at all the fish. The Gila Club, or Gila Chub. This is a view from the final viewing area on Bonita Creek. And from here, I think we're going to turn back and see if we can get to the Gila River and then head back to camp.
Now, just up here is where we got stuck.
Yeah,
You barely see that road at the top. That's where we were trying to go.
Oh, is that the same one?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize we were that close. We are back on the road, heading down to the Gila, which is straight down here to the left, and see what we can find out about this area. I just want to see the water, really. Get down to the water. Rudel's gonna want to go in, get a drink, wait around a bit. All right, we can hear the river down here. Oh, it feels so great to be in the coolness of the shade. And I think the river just keeps it a little bit cooler down here as well. This is nice. Oh, we're going right alongside a canyon wall here. All right, we're just about ready to open up to the river. Definitely gets high water in here. Oh, neat. It's like a little cave almost over here. Yeah, Rudel was thirsty. We brought water for him, but the river water always tastes better. Yeah, so the current flows right down here into the rock. Looks like it's undercut a little bit. This is my favorite part of the river, right where it all goes down and then goes right along the edge of that rock. And it looks fairly deep. Would love to fish that. Look how bright yellow those trees are in the distance. Brutal. Brutal got the zoomies. He likes the river. He's been going for a while, he's just slowing down. Well, this is a great little walk from camp. I'd say probably maybe a mile, mile and a quarter at the most. And the little area of the Gila River is just beautiful. It's definitely worth coming down here to check it out.
Yes. It was an awesome little outing.
My favorite thing about this area is just
The area.
Mainly the river, because the river is
Yes.
attracting all kinds of different wildlife and plant life.
Birds.
Yeah, and after that, the next thing I would say is it's a great area to explore. There's gravel roads running all over the place. You could stay up here for a long time, especially if you had a high clearance 4-wheel drive or a quad or side-by-side or some vehicle like that.
Motorcycle or something. Yeah. Okay, let's get into what you need to know. Any size rig can fit in it.
If you look at the campground itself, any size rig, in almost every campsite, there's 13 campsites here. But what you need to know is the road getting here is narrow, windy, and steep.
Yes, you will want to scout out. If you have a large rig, you will definitely want to scout the road out before you come. And I would say have a lead car in front of you.
Yeah, I'd say anything over 30 feet. And even for us coming up, we were all, I hope a car isn't coming the other way, because it's one lane in several locations.
Yes.
It is mostly paved except for the last mile. But
the road is in good shape. It's just hairpin turns, very narrow and very windy. And we did see a review where someone says, I made it here with my 40-foot trailer, but never again.
Yeah.
I will be back with a smaller vehicle.
Okay, so like we said, this is a pay site, so it does cost $5 a night.
Which I think is totally reasonable.
Yeah, and if you have a golden pass, that's $2.50 a night.
Yes.
So super good deal. There's water, drinking water here, garbage cans, pit toilet. And
shade canopies, fire pits, and barbecue grills at each campsite.
Yep.
The campground is very well maintained. There are trails going everywhere. There are several picnic sites, day-use picnic sites along the river. The river access is good. They come, we are here in December. The campground is not getting used. I mean, there's only a few of us here. They are still coming and emptying the trash.
Yeah, and it's clean. You won't find any trash on the ground here. So.
And the pit toilets are very clean.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
So there is limited cell reception here. We are getting a couple bars of 5G T-Mobile on our hotspot.
Yes.
And that's only in site number 10.
Yes. Now we are getting 1 bar of Verizon LTE, but it's not user friendly, meaning it's not really working. So Starlink is the way to go here.
Yeah. So we're only 13 miles from town if you need to get supplies, so that makes it pretty easy. Sanford has just about everything that you're normally gonna need.
Yes, Sanford is a town of 10,000 people, and every amenity you need will be there. Speaking of which, the BLM office is in Sanford. You can stop in and get a free brochure and map of the area. If you do plan on floating the river, I read that a permit is required. You can get that at the BLM office as well.
Yeah, I would assume that water levels are going to determine whether you can do it or not.
And you'll want to check on that.
So we're here in the month of December. We're getting highs in the 70s.
Lows in the low 30s.
Lows in the low 30s, just below freezing. If you come here in the summer, we would not. We would not come here in the summer because it averages around 100 degrees for the month of June, July, and August.
Yes.
So that's just too hot for us.
Absolutely.
Come here in the winter.
I can't say enough good things about this campground. I feel so relaxed here. Yeah. I just love all the hiking. Rudel loves it here. There are cactus everywhere, but he knows to stay on the trails. Yeah. And of course he loves the river. The river is beautiful.
This is one campsite where I'm super happy to pay for because the area is wonderful and it's just great to explore.
So you did see that we probably did something we shouldn't have done by trying to make Stormtrooper a four-wheel drive, but a lot of the people that are coming here are coming pulling a Jeep.
Yeah, or they're driving in side-by-sides from town or something, I guess.
Yeah, so off-road vehicles are not allowed on the river corridor, so they have to stay on the roads, but there are miles and miles of roads that you can explore with the off-road vehicle, and even BLM website says that, says stop and get a free map. And I just think if you had an off-road vehicle, it would just be amazing.
If you're looking for a place that's quiet and you can just really enjoy yourself and not be around crowds of people, this is definitely a location to come check out for yourself.
At least in December.
At least in December and January.
The one last thing I want to say is that we are in the canyon and it's pretty windy. So check your fire restrictions before you start a fire. And I probably wouldn't leave my awnings up.
Yeah, and if you come here during a rainstorm, you're going to notice you're crossing over several washes on the way in. So if you see rain in the forecast, maybe don't even come up here.
Or if you see heavy rain, know that you're going to have to stay here a few days before you can get out. One last thing, it is extremely quiet here. I will say that there is a military operation zone ahead of us. Above us.
Military operation area.
Okay. Yep. So we are hearing jets in the morning. We can't see them, but we can definitely hear them. Usually it's only for a few hours and then it is quiet the rest of the day.
Yeah. And this is a national conservation area. So there is some restrictions. You can't fly a drone here. There may be more than that.
Yeah, you can't drive your off-road vehicles on the river. But I mean, I'm so glad we came here.
I am too.
I love it here.
This is a place where I would come back to anytime.
And I'd happily pay the $5 a night.
Yep. All right. We appreciate you watching our video. If you like this information and the video itself, please give us a thumbs up. And we hope to see you next week. If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron.